all right. Hey, welcome back to my channel, y'all. So today we're gonna be doing some, I guess, like advice tips or Maya's go-to tips, whatever, how to be a baddie on a budget. That's what I'm gonna call this. I feel like I do baddie on a budget very well. I'm a DIY girly. I budget. My mama called me cheap, but from the outside you would never know that, because why? She hits her mark. She gives baddie. She does what needs to be done. She delivers. That's just a self-pat on the back real quick. Anyway, but I want to share these with y'all. I want to share what I do, how I make it work, how working 9 to 5 in this economy sometimes is not enough. And when you're trying to give a look, be a baddie, you got to make it work. You got to figure it out. So I'm here to share what I do with y'all on different topics. We're going to talk about hair, makeup, fashion. Wait, let me look at my notes. We're going to talk about fashion, makeup, skincare, hair, maintenance, finances, and then social. So those are the 6 different categories of topics and the tips that I have for each one of those. So let's first start off with fashion. My fashion tips on how to be a baddie on a budget. Number 1, I would say thrifting is a great way to be a baddie on a budget. Goodwill, Savers, Plato's Closet, your local thrift shop, I think is a perfect place, especially if you are the type of person that every time you go out, you like to have a new outfit on. That's my second tip. Be an outfit repeater. But we're going to come back to that. Try not to be that person anymore, and I know it's hard because you always want to bust a look, but if you still are that type of person, thrifting is the way to go. I like to thrift for, like, if I'm looking for certain pieces, because obviously some stores will, like, regular retail stores have what is, trendy and, it's out right then and there. But if you go to the thrift store, you can shop all of the seasons. Sometimes you can shop summer in the wintertime. You could shop winter in the summertime, fall, spring, all year round. Perfect place. And that's where you can find like the vintage looking pieces, the belts, the boots, the blazers, the sweaters, jeans, the quality thick pieces that the retailers and the fast fashion stores don't have. Most of the time are at the thrift stores, and is where I find my good quality favorite pieces. Okay, moving on to tip number 2 in terms of fashion. Be an outfit repeater. This can be as far as like repeating a whole entire outfit, or just taking bits and pieces of other outfits and putting them together to create your own look. Like, you have to get very creative when it comes to outfit repeating. I think in our head we believe that people remember our outfits more than they actually do. And even if they do, why are they looking that hard? So like I said, be an outfit repeater. Find ways to repurpose the outfit that you've already worn and make it work. Because at the end of the day, who are we trying to impress? Ourselves. We're trying to look comfortable. We're trying to feel cute. And that's what it's all about. Point number 3. Find ways to repurpose different clothing types for purposes that they're not intended. Walk with me, walk with me, walk with me. So like a skirt, wear the skirt as a top with a flannel. Make the flannel into a scarf. Make the flannel into a skirt. A dress. The other day I took a sundress and turned it into a winter dress just by layering it. Like, it's very different ways that you can find to you use a piece in multiple different ways. And I feel like this day and age, this generation, because we have so many things that are accessible to us and it's very easy to just buy, I think we forget that we can wear pieces multiple different ways for multiple different reasons in multiple different seasons. Like, just because, like I said, just because it's a sundress, just because it's a mini skirt, don't mean that you can't layer it up and put it into the winter or the fall. Maybe that's just me. And when I was living at home with my parents, I got very used to just buying whatever I want and wasn't in the mindset of like, look in your closet. But now I am. So like I said, look in your closet and find ways to repurpose garments again and in ways that they're not really intended to. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so many different creators out there that is their entire page. And I'll incorporate some of that content as well, of how I repurpose garments in a way that they're not intended for. Okay, and then this category is kind of like a subcategory of like fashion, makeup, and skincare. My number one and really kind of only tip for this is that drugstore products work perfectly and beautifully fine. For the longest time, that's all I would use. Maybelline, Black Radiance, Black Opal, NYX, skincare, CeraVe, Vaseline, Cetaphil. I really would only use that type of stuff, and even still now I use it. I think it works beautifully. I honestly think that it's easier to use drugstore products, makeup and skincare, to like try out and figure out what you like and develop a skincare routine. And then when you figure out what type of textures textures and ingredients you like in those products, then you could slowly elevate to more high-end, because you're spending more money. I don't think it makes sense to spend more money on high-end products and don't even know what you like, don't even have a routine. How you don't know how to use concealer and then you want to spend $35 for it? Let's just be fiscally smart. And then, just kidding, I do have a second point for makeup and skincare, which is, check the notes. Oh, use samples. When you go into the makeup store, specifically Ulta, but if you like Sephora, ask for samples of it. Trial it out. Specifically, if you are wanting to go the high-end route. When I was figuring out what foundation I like, the Fenty one obviously, I went and got a sample of it. Like, if you don't ask, you'll never know. That just doesn't make sense. Closed mouths don't get fed. I'm still learning it. But yes, ask for samples. When you get different things in the mail, they have samples of them. Try it out. Make sure you have accounts at these places. Build up your points. Go in and get your birthday gifts, the free trial products, and use them and try them out. Use the free stuff to figure out what you like. Next topic, hair. I can talk about hair passionately, especially when it comes to trying to save money. I had to figure it out. And I already have relatives, my auntie, that does my hair. But I still like to pay her like I'm an actual client. So, being a baddie on the budget, we have to push the brakes on that and learn how to do it ourselves. I watch videos, ask my mom, ask my auntie, so that I can learn how to do braids, so that I can learn how to wash my hair and do a blow dry, do a bun, do a slick back braid, do a half up, half down, flat iron it, do a plait, do a twist out if needed, do different things. The internet is filled with videos teaching you how to do your hair. Yes, there will be, you know, kind of like an awkward stage of, you know, trying to figure it out. But once you get past that and learn how to do it, you save so much money. So I just say, just do it. Get over the fear. Get over it's going to take all day. I think it's a skill that, you know, I feel so proud when I can say, oh, I did my hair. This is a sewing. Didn't do this. But when I do my braids, or when I do a cute little style, to be able to say that you did it yourself, like, girl. Ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. So I say, watch the videos and try and learn how to do your hair yourself. Learn how to do a quick little wash. Well, you should at least be able to know how to wash and blow dry your hair and put it in a bun. That you should be able to learn how to do. So that's my first point, is just learn how to do your hair. Learn how to do the basics. Then the second part is figure out an affordable, cute, go-to look that you can do yourself for little to no money. Whether that is, the girls love to do quick weaves on TikTok, whether that's doing quick weave, whether that's doing some box braids, whether that's doing a slick back bun, whether that's doing your own at-home silk press, whether that is doing a ponytail, whatever that look is for you that's affordable, quick, something that you can do, you gotta lock in on a signature look. And then, you know, you could pull that out whenever you have somewhere to go. You have an event, or you have a birthday party, you have a brunch, or you have a date, whatever. You have your style that you can do, and you don't have to be worried about, oh, I need to book this appointment, spend this much money, put a deposit on, figure out who can wash my hair, do the hairdresser even wash hair? Can I call up my friend to come wash my hair? No. Learn how to do some of that yourself. Have that one look locked down that you can do on your own. That's going to save you a good, cool, I would say $100 to $200 a month easily. Easily. So that's that. And point number 3, when you do go and pay for getting hairstyles, book a style that's a protective style that's going to last you a while. I would say at least a month. Whether that is braids, whether that is a sew-in. It might be a quick weave, but I feel like quick weaves only last 2 weeks. Same thing with like a slick ponytail, a half up and half down. Get you a protective style, whether that's crochets or something that's going to last you a month and a half. Even, you know, silk presses. If you know how to wrap it good at night to preserve it, when you do pay to get your hair done, I personally recommend paying for a style that is going to last. We stretching our money. Okay, so for the next topic, let's talk about maintenance. So this is just general maintenance: nails, jewelry, accessories, the extra little stuff that you want to get for yourself, you know, just being a girl. So also with nails, I'm a very big DIY person. You have to be very careful with it because you don't want to ruin your nails or get what's that one disease where it like gets on your when it gets on your fingernails. Hey Siri, what's the disease of the nail when it gets on your fingers? It says something about a fungus. But anyway, you don't want to mess up your nails too badly, because I have. I have in the past, but I've gotten much better at it. This set was a DIY and it's kind of grown out now, but it did what it was supposed to do. So for the nails maintenance, I say, again, it's another thing that I'm a strong voter for the DIY route, is to figure out what can you do yourself for your nails. Would you be a press-on girly? Would you figure out how to do the at-home builder gel? Would you do the gel X? And then if you are like, no, I don't want to do that, I like going and getting pampered, could you do it once a month? Could you do it every other month? Could you at least do your own pedicure? This is where you have to bargain with some things. You have to trade off with something because you got more important bills. You got the roof over your head. You got your food. You got your groceries. You got your light bill. You got your water bill. You got your gas, your electric, your 401k, your insurance. Those are more important than your nails and your hair and your shoes and your jewelry and your outfit, right? So some of this is going to have to get cut back. So I guess just overall in general, a good tip is to know your non-negotiables and your thing that you're willing to compromise on. So could nails be one of those? Could you say, I still want my nails looking cute. I can become a press-on girly. I can become just a little gel polish girly. Or I can at least do my own pedicures. That's saving you $30, $40 every 2 weeks, every month, depending on how often you go. And then that goes to your gas. That goes to your groceries. You know, what are we trading off? Okay, nails, boom, I've exhausted that point. Next point is when you want to, you know, I love a fit, right? And with the fit, I also love a good jewelry moment. So with that, I say get you a signature stack, a signature set of jewelry. Something, I would say you could go either one or two routes. You could go like a mid-tier level that won't tarnish too quickly or too badly, like Kendra Scott or Pandora. I know eventually those do tarnish. Or you could go the super duper cheap route and know that it's not going to last you too long, but you won't feel too bad if you lose it, and you could just get another one. You could go the Amazon route. I have a mixture of both. I have Amazon jewelry and I have Pandora jewelry that I kind of intermingle with. All of it I've been wearing for, I would say, a good 2 years now, and none of it has tarnished, and I haven't lost it, thank the Lord. But that's my signature jewelry, and I have it in gold and silver, rings, bracelets, necklace, and earrings. I probably need to do better with the necklace, but I love jewelry, so that is one of the things that is kind of a non-negotiable for me in terms of that I am comfortable with, you know, buying for myself or as a little treat for myself. It's not that expensive either, but once you got it, and it's also not a reoccurring bill like nails or hair. Anyway, my point there was just buying the affordable options compared to feeling like you have to have designer jewelry and diamonds and all this type of stuff. No, the affordable stacks look great. The restocking of all your hygiene stuff, the restocking of your perfumes, of your body washes, of your lotions, of your face washes, of your cleansers, of your all of that type of stuff, that adds up. That alone is a grocery bill. I would say a cool $150 if you need to restock all of that. So my tip for that is to download the apps. I love an app. I love an app, and I love being on people's email lists because that's how you get the discount codes. That's how you get the special promotions. You have to filter your email to only get the ones that you need, but if you sign up directly for whatever your products are, like Cetaphil, if you sign up for their email list, CeraVe, if you sign up for their email list, or you know where they're sold to sign up for their email list, Ulta, I don't even want to name the other retailers because of their rollback on DEI right now, but we're not going there. But if you shop those stores, to download their app, sign up for their email list so you can get the discounts on those, and do it that way. Also, my other tip would be to stock up when they're running deals on those things, and when you have the money for it, when you have a little bit of hole in your budget, or when you have some extra money to splurge, that's when you go and get those products. Don't wait until you absolutely need it, because 9 times out of 10 that's when they cost the most, and that's when you end up going to the store where it's way overpriced than what it actually should be. And if you don't get I'm old school with this one, but check the coupons that come in the mail, the manufacturer coupons, and I believe some of them, you know, if you have the Retail Me Not app, they could be on there, or if you just go directly to the manufacturers themselves and try to sign up to get their mail sent in, but get the manufacturer coupons. That's how I'm stocked up, especially like the drugstore products. Like I said, I keep mentioning them, but Cetaphil and CeraVe, Vaseline, the body washes, get the manufacturer coupons. I'm telling you, it's gonna save you. You can get a whole bottle for free, just about half off the price. So anyway, I'm not gonna belabor that one, but yes, sign up for emails, download the apps, manufacturer coupons. That's how you stock up for the low. Alright, and now the biggie. Overall finances as a baddie on a budget. I actually found a budget template, I believe from TikTok or Pinterest, but I used it for all of 2024, and it really helped me see where my money was going. I'll link it down below. But yes, it helped me so much. It helped me with big purchases. It helped me with savings, with my credit cards, with my month-to-month expenses, especially being on my own for the first time, really seeing like, okay, how much is it I'm spending? What did I do this month that allowed me to spend less? What did I do this month that allowed me to spend more? And I will say, as somebody that's an overthinker and a worrier, it was beneficial, but you also need to toe the line of like knowing that it is what it is, and to don't get caught up in it. If you're doing good and you're staying afloat, that's great, but don't use it as a way to stop worrying. Or even right now, I need to go in there and fill out the budget for what I spent this week, and I'm nervous. Why? What are you nervous for? You know what you spent. You know you're not broke. Like, use it mindfully and use it as a tool, but don't use it to limit yourself and go into panic, which I tend to do. But we're positive. Overall, it's a great tool, and I think it is very handy, especially in being on your own for the first time and figuring out all these bills. Get a budget, set a plan, and stick to it. Very simple. Set a plan meaning it's like you have this amount of bills this month or every month, and every month this is what your bills are always going to be. So you know automatically that's going to be going out of your 2 paychecks that month. So then how much do you have left over? And it literally breaks down. You have this much left over for flex spend. You can spend this much daily, which I love. So let's say after all of my bills, oh wait a second, bump the brakes. Not going to get into specifics, but it'll tell you what each month you have left over and how much you could spend, which I think is great. Get a credit card that earns points or earns you cash back that you can use for everything. I have an American Express that gives me cash back, which I love. She is my go-to. Put everything on the card. Put everything on the card. But I also, every month, paying the card off. Don't just let it sit. Don't just let it... You have to be responsible using, in my opinion, using this method. Because if you're literally putting everything on it and you're not realizing like, oh, it's time for my balance to be due, or it's time for my minimum to be due, then you're going to be drawing crazy amounts of interest. So that's just the way that I do it, and I know that I am going to pay it off. I use it like a debit card. It's a credit card, but I use it like a debit card. I'm not spending money I know I don't have. So, but using it for everything allows me to accrue cash back much quicker than if I just used it as a credit card. So I hope that makes sense. Like I said, American Express has great ones. The Apple Card, I believe that's still a credit card, but when I worked there, people said it had great cash back. So yeah, just look into credit cards that give you points, gives you cash back. The Southwest one, if you want travel points. Yeah, find a good credit card and use it for everything so you could get that cash back. Similar to the point that I made before about like downloading the apps and getting on email lists, for food and for groceries. I don't want to be greedy, but the food places that you know you like to eat at or that you know you like to treat yourself at, get those apps and sign up for their emails list. Cheesecake Factory, Smoothie King, Wendy's, unfortunately McEaties, all of the food apps, the grocery stores, Jewel Osco, Tony's, Aldi has one, but I mean Aldi, their prices are already decent, so they don't really ever have deals. At least I haven't gotten any. But those apps, they really alert you. Smoothie King, they're always giving away something for free, and you get credits really well, and you can get free food. And to me, it really helps, especially living on my own, being single. I think that's great. Like, oh, just got an alert that I can get some free food. Perfect for lunch. You out on the go, you running errands, or just a night where you don't really want to cook. You get an alert that you got enough points for a free meal. Oh, the Popeyes app, get that one. So many different apps, and replace these with the Uber Eats and the DoorDash. For the long time, I never had any of those on my phone, and the only time I do download them to use is when I'm out of town. When I'm home, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, we don't use them. We don't know them, because that takes a meal that's $5. It almost makes it to $50. So no, delete those apps and replace it directly with the food apps. Go straight to the main person, delete the middleman, and get you discounts. Like I said, the grocery stores do the same exact thing. I love the Jewel Osco app. They are also always giving away things for free. They have Chicken Monday. You can get, I think it's 10 piece for like $5 or $8 or something like that. That's a steal. Love that. Tony's, they'll literally send you a direct notification, Tony's and Jewel's, when they're what's it called, their ad drops, and they're always having deals on fruits and meats and stuff like that. So get those apps and turn the notifications on. Okay, and then our last and final segment is social. So this is the one where I probably struggle the most at, is because it requires you to be vulnerable, and it requires you to go out and not be antisocial and an introvert. And that is going out with people. Going out with people is a slippery slope, and that leads to spending money. And we're trying to be a baddie on a budget. So some of the things that I like to do so that I can be social, but so that I can also save money, is if we're going out, we're going out, we're getting dressed, we want something to eat, we want to have a good time, let's do a brunch or a happy hour. Boom, that's already a discounted meal right there. So brunch or happy hour, that's the way to go. Or if I'm really like, you know, we getting to the end of the month, I've already spent a lot of money, and I'm like, ooh, I don't want to spend any more money. Just be honest, just be real, and just be like, listen, I don't want to spend no money. Let's chill in the house, or let's go somewhere more affordable. Let's go get some fast food, or let's go to the grocery store. Let's cook. Let's stay in. Let's eat at my house and watch TV. Let's do a craft. Let's play a game. That sounds boring, but sometimes that's what you need. Sometimes that's what you need. And like I said, everything is a trade-off. It's give and take. Not like this all the time, and I do not say this to everybody. But in the cases where you do want to just chill and you want to be cheap, that's okay. But tell your friend that's what's going on. Don't just lie. But yes, those are all of my tips. I hope that they help you. Know that I am being very dead serious with this. But yeah, the biggest thing that I would say, if you walk away with anything, is to get a budget and make a plan, stick to it. Don't freak yourself out with it, but know where your money is going and flowing, and know how much excess you have to spend, you have left over to spend every month for fun things such as this. And this is what the whole video was for. And also, oh, one more point to add to finances is make sure you're saving every month. Don't just be like, oh, I have this month, I already paid all my bills, I have this much amount of money left over, time to blow it. No, a good portion of that, a percentage, I would say every month, should go to your savings or some type of investment. So save and invest for sure. And then in the long run, you won't be a baddie on a budget for long if you're doing that. So get your budget. Make sure you're doing some type of saving or investments with your, what do they call that money? With, I think, residual money? No, I don't know if that's the right word. Make sure you're doing some type of saving or investments. I think my third biggest tip was to get the apps. Get the apps, turn on notifications, and sign up for their email and newsletter list so that you can get coupons. And then as far as like fashion, reuse outfits. Reuse and repurpose. So I think that's everything. Let me know what y'all think about this style of video. I feel like I get these type of questions out in the world, like, or maybe not even directly, but I feel like I would have, you know, if I didn't figure these out on my own, I would be wondering to somebody like, okay, how's she doing that? How's she going here? How's she, you know, you just never know. You never know what people are going through behind the scenes, and looks are always that looks. So yeah, I just want to be real about what's going on. Real about being a baddie on a budget. Everything is not always as it seems. And don't be counting people's pockets. So yeah, that's all I got. I'll talk to y'all next week on Amaiya Mondays.